Hi, I'm Sigma Ambassador Heather Larkin, and today I'm talking about the brand new Sigma BF camera. It's a minimalist full frame camera designed for people who want simplicity without compromising on image quality. Just discussing the absolute specs, let's look at it. So first off, there are no memory cards, but the internal memory is 230 gigs, which I found to be incredibly generous, and I didn't run out of at any point in time while I was practicing with this camera. It has 6K 120p video, which means that you can pretty much do any sort of video that you want on this, including slow-mo, because in cropped mode, it has 120 frames per second. The little over 3-inch rear screen is incredibly easy to see, and it is touchscreen responsive, which I found very easy to use. And because Sigma is part of the L-mount alliance, this camera is designed for L-mount, which gives you the largest range of any lenses out there. I think the most obvious thing about this camera is its design. It's basically carved out of a single block of aluminum, which gives it a very robust but still sleek design. It comes in silver and black. You can see I've got the silver here, which I love. I think this looks amazing. But if you go more for a black camera, then you can get it in black as well. The current I-series lenses, which are small, compact lenses, will be re-released in the silver version, so you can get the lenses that match the camera for your personal aesthetic. Which just points us to exactly what this camera is about. It's about radical simplicity. Now, there's a ton more that you can find online about the specs of this, but the real point of the whole camera isn't its specs, it's its design. So let's talk about how it is to use. I found it nice and comfortable in my hands to use. I was worried that it was going to be just a giant chunk of aluminum, and it's really not. It's nice to hold. It feels nice on your fingers. I don't feel like it's going to fall out of my hands. And then this little thing in the back is just a thumb rest that keeps it from popping out of your hands, which I really super found very helpful. So I don't feel at all unsafe about carrying this around, but it has a little section here for a wrist strap if you want, or I stuck a plate on the bottom for my spider holster and carried it around that way. Now, Sigma Lenses has been in business since 1961. They know how to build cameras, they know how to build lenses, they know what photographers are looking for. If they wanted to build a camera that would be a rival for some of the larger mirrorless corporations out there, they could have. But that's not the point of this camera. The whole idea is simplicity, is enjoyment, is fun factor. When I was out playing with this, I really found myself just sitting back and enjoying all of what goes on in this camera. It's not supposed to be bells and whistles and knobs and buttons and dials and whatnot. It's supposed to be a simple, easy experience, and it does that exactly. It kind of relates a little bit to negative space, which is honestly the best we've got in the English language. In Japanese, it's called ma. And the whole concept of ma is that the space where something isn't is just as important as the space where something is. So the lack of all of the extra stuff on here is the entire idea and what makes it fun to use. The whole point of this camera is simplicity, and that's where it really shines. I think the design factor is amazing. It's nice to hold. It's easy to use. It's fun to use. It really puts the fun back in photography. And yes, I know that there is no word in fun in photography, but that's literally how I feel about it. It's super easy to learn. And they've put in a whole bunch of really thoughtful menu and design options. I will absolutely be purchasing this camera for myself, and I will be getting it in silver. I just can't wait to receive it because it makes taking pictures such a joy. It's just so fun to use, and I think that if you get your hands on one, you will absolutely love it as much as I have. Sigma has made really unique cameras for years, and the BF is no exception, but I think this is their best one yet. Absolutely.